Hello students, today we will know about the powers and the functions of the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. The Parliament of India comprises the President, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The two houses of the Parliament are not competing centers of power but are the co-partners in the functioning of the government. They enjoy equal power and status in all the spheres except the financial matters. Now we will know about these functions and the powers of the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. The first is legislative powers. All the bills other than the money bills can originate in any house of the parliament. No bill can become a law unless agreed to by both the houses. Matters in the three list. These three lists are the union list, concurrent list and the state list. Matters in the union list. The parliament has exclusive powers to make laws on all the 97 subjects mentioned in the union list, including important subjects like defense, communications, foreign policy, etc. Matters in the concurrent list. Along with the state legislative assembly, the parliament can make laws on the 47 subjects listed in the concurrent list. If there is a conflict between the union parliament and the state legislature on any law in this list, the union law will prevail. State list. The parliament can legislate even on subjects included in the state list. During the proclamation of an emergency, when the Rajya Sabha passes a resolution by a two-third majority that a subject in the state list has assumed national importance. Residuary power. Residuary power. The parliament possesses residuary powers. It means that it can make laws with respect to all those matters which are not mentioned in any of three lists: union list, the state list and the concurrent list. Ordinances. It is an order of the President when both the houses of the Parliament are not in session. Powers during emergency. When there is a total breakdown of the constitutional machinery in a state of emergency is declared in the state. During the period of emergency, the Parliament becomes the legislature in the state concerned and assumes all the power, including the financial powers of passing the state budget. Next is the financial power. A money bill can originate in Lok Sabha only. After a money bill is passed by the Lok Sabha, it is sent to the Rajya Sabha for its recommendations, which it must take within 14 days. In financial matters, the Rajya Sabha has only advisory role. The budget. The Parliament passes the Union budget containing the estimates of receipt and expenditure of the government for a financial year. Supplementary grants. If the amount authorized for the current financial year is not sufficient, the government make a fresh demand. It is known as the supplementary grant. Vote on account. If the union budget is not passed before the beginning of the new financial year, there is therefore a device known as vote on account, which authorizes the executive to draw funds from the consolidated fund until the budget is passed by the Parliament. Salaries. The salaries and allowances of MPs and ministers are determined by Parliament. Permission of taxes. No tax can be imposed or money spent by the government without the approval of the Parliament. In matters of finance, the Lok Sabha enjoys more powers than the Rajya Sabha. Money bills can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha. Once the money bills goes to the Rajya Sabha, they have to be sent back to the Lok Sabha within 14 days. The Lok Sabha may accept or reject the recommendations of the Rajya Sabha. Next is control over the executive. The Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. The ministers remain in the office as long as they enjoy the confidence of a majority of members in the Lok Sabha. Parliament exercises control over the executive in the following manner. The first is interpellation or question hour. The question hour calling attention notices and half an hour discussion are some of the devices to seek information from the government about its policies and performance. The first hour of a sitting in both the houses is allotted for asking and answering of questions. The questions are asked to obtain information on a matter of public importance or to highlight a grievance. It is valuable to decide against injustice of the government. Vote of no confidence. If a government acts against the constitutional provisions, it can be voted out of office by passing a vote of no confidence against the Prime Minister or the ministry as a whole, or any of its members. In such a case, the whole ministry has to resign. Adjournment motion. Motion for the adjournment is aimed at censuring the acts of omission and commission of the ministers. Through this adjournment motion, which are generally tabled on the serious or urgent matters like police firing on a peaceful procession or a railway accident, etc. Other motions also of the censors are there. Monetary controls. During the budget session, a cut motion may be moved. Parliamentary Committee on Public Accounts ensures that public money is spent in accordance with Parliament's decision. Next is judicial power. Impeachment of the President. The Parliament performs some judicial functions. It has the right to remove the President from office through a procedure known as the impeachment. In case of violation of the Constitution or grave misconduct, House may frame charges against the President. It is passed by a 2/3 majority of the total membership of the House. If the other House too finds the President guilty, he may be impeached or removed from the office. Removal of judges, etc. The Parliament can remove the judges of the Supreme Court and the High Court, the Chief Election Commissioner, etc. Punishment. The Parliament can punish a person for obstructing the work of the Parliament or showing disrespect to the House. Electoral functions. The Indian Parliament has to perform certain electoral duties such as the Parliament of India along with the state legislature elects the President of India. The Vice President of India is elected by both the houses of the Parliament. The Lok Sabha elects its own Speaker and Deputy Speaker from amongst its own members, while the Rajya Sabha elects its Deputy Chairman. Amendment of the Constitution. Both houses of Parliament can amend the Constitution. The amendment must be passed by each house by a majority of total membership and by a 2/3 majority of members present and voting. Otherwise, the amendment bill cannot be passed. Other powers. The Parliament may alter the name or boundary of the state if needed. It can also form a new state by merging the territories of existing states or by separating a part of a territory from a state. It makes laws regarding the composition, jurisdiction, and powers of the Supreme Court. The Parliament may establish a common High Court for 2 or more states. So these are the powers and functions of the Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, both the powers and functions. There is a relationship between these two houses of the Parliament. Some differences also, like the ordinary bill and the money bills. Some special powers Lok Sabha has, some special powers Rajya Sabha has. So these are the functions and powers of these two houses.